Alright, welcome back everybody, Aesop Grimm here, and this is the continuation of our second chronicle in the Septimus 3 wabbajack mod list for Skyrim SE. And I've just gotten finished selling everything that I needed to. Pardon me just a moment. Wow, I had a sneeze sneak up on me. All right, well, I sold everything that I needed to, and I stored everything where it needed to be stored, and now we're ready to go. We're prayed up, slept up, and well fed. Fed up. We're fed up. Retrieve the Dwemer exploding shock bolt schematic from Knife Point Ridge. Okay, I've got a quest marker.
What a curious city. It's so open.
Man, I'm gonna sneeze again. Man, that's really weird. It's like something like some dust or something just came across where I was sitting in my room or something like that. Because I've been doing prep work for this for a little while now, and I haven't had any problems at all. It's just whenever I started recording. All right, where's this thing at? Right here. All right.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
All right, cool. We're gonna face some bandits.
On your knees.
Just die already, bastard!
You call that a fight?
There we go. Oh, I missed.
Make it suffer.
Running with the guards now, can I?
Come on. Fine.
That was an accident. I didn't mean to slam him so many times.
I'll cut you down.
Wait a minute. We got a vampire attack. Dang it. I'm out of stamina. Let's see, I need stamina, and I have let's throw in rejuvenation also, and fortify health rejuvenation plus that. Jeez. What did I get rocked by? It's a little harder for me to see what's going on because I'm in third person. Man, they are really draining me hard. Finally got one down. Avienda came in. All right, well.
Damn shadow runner.
Oh,
This simply wasn't your day, was it?
looks like we got everybody. Serana here is just never really in the fight for very long, and I could give her some heavier armor, but I don't really want to. She's supposed to be in cloth. Broken diamonds. Hold on. Get out of that. Now, what do we activate? Tab, put weapons away. Alright, grab that, and grab that. That's my first body. There's nothing down here, right? Okay. And then second body, take vamp dust. I actually don't even really need that anymore. Gold, minor healing. I just feel like we should get something out of this, because we really banged heads with these people. There's a bunch of... I don't know where everybody else is at. It felt like we faced off against a lot more than that. I thought there were like 10 dudes, or 10 people here. Oh, Serrano raised them to fight on our behalf. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, what about you? You're empty? Alright, cool. Huh. Alright. A little bit of a sniffle there, sorry. I'm normally pretty good about muting mic for that kind of stuff. We are almost level 30. Okay, quick save. Yep. Then I want to throw rejuvenation on myself.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Got it. That's really all I need. Alright, we're done. This guy finally died. And we should be able to fast travel all the way over to Fort Dawnguard. There we go. I'm really glad that I rolled back. It's just making this stuff... It's like very methodical now. It's like a checklist. Just bam, bam, bam. Just ticking things off. And I've mentioned before that I like games where you get a sense of progress. That's what made things like World of Warcraft was really well designed, because your character was constantly improving with their gear. And then you had your level ups and your spells that you could buy too, and talent points and stuff. So there was this constant sense of progression. And so that's a tried and true method. Most people enjoy that. So I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Getting along with these ones. I think even Gunmar's been impressed with what we've managed to do with the Dwemer drawings. Let's see what we can do with these ones. Let's see. Ooh, this diagram explains how to fashion a bolt that will send a jolt of shock through whatever it hits. Testing this will require some extra precautions, I think. Here, Let me show you how it's made. Assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll have some for sale soon.
Alright, and then again, what can I do to help?
He has something for you.
Alright. So that's a new development.
Until next time.
Is this place looking any different yet? I don't know. It pretty much looks the same to me. I mean, there's no cobwebs in here, but I don't know if there ever was.
Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, if
Training
you're
and
just
heavy
smart
armor?
enough to want to learn more, I'll show you what I can.
And how about number 5?
The Jarl's in danger. A vampire plays as a visiting advisor to the court. Destroy it before it's able to complete its foul business. But be warned, the Jarl's guards are unaware of the threat and will treat violence against this advisor as a crime. Convince the Jarl of the threat and he'll let you destroy the creature. If not, then do your best not to get caught. Quickly now. The longer you delay, the more danger the Jarl is in. Stay alert.
Alright. Oh, I haven't done the Florentius quest. I meant to do that before recording. So I think what I'll do right now is I'm going to put you on pause and I am going to actually go accomplish that quest. Should I? Yeah. Because I think this quest that we're on for being a side quest is kind of it might be a big deal. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, welcome back guys. I just finished up that quest and I need to go to Whiterun to rest and level up. Whiterun. Which is convenient because that's where our next quest happens. With the Jarl. So we're about to hit level 30. I'm putting some points into the restoration tree. How are we doing on weight? Pretty good.
Did you get me a present?
Sure.
Wow. Thanks.
I think I'll just stick with what's on hand. I don't want to store anything there and forget about it. Alright, so we're going to do 24 hours just to cycle the clock around. I'm not really sure how many hours you have to get for well rested, but I think it's at least 6, and I want to say actually that I think it's a minimum of 9. Okay, increase health. Yes. Go into the restoration tree, and we will now take repose. And that, I talked about this last episode, that combined with recovery. Healing spells are twice as strong. Regeneration lasts twice as long. So heals for twice as much, lasts for twice as long. That's going to be real good. I'm hoping that Florentius is going to provide us with the Sunspell Aura that I've been thinking of, but so far no luck with that. Okay, we have to do prayer. well fed. So right here, we will quick save it.
So, I was thinking,
Alright, so
it is only natural. I do
I
it all
am
the time.
not real sure how to... Aha. That's making me want to play a conjurer. Take that dust. Okay, and we're gonna wait a couple hours, few hours. Apparently we're in the cold part of the year because we're chilly here in Whiterun. We're gonna highlight a Jarl's Justice.
These vampires are becoming a real menace.
As the age became 9, you walked among us stray childhood, not as God, but as man. But you were once man, and as man, let me show you the power of man. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
You are in danger. A vampire has infiltrated your court.
That's quite a bold claim. I'd need proof before I could possibly accept it.
Will you share a bed with me?
Alright, so we have to
Now, if
find
you don't mind, I've got
evidence.
It is only natural.
Please keep your weapons sheathed. And what might you need, hmm? I've got
This
my
is the
eyes.
dude right here.
Yes?
I'm not sure how to investigate this. That's what I was trying to say earlier before things happened. I don't quite know what I'm doing. I do have a quest marker. Hold on. I didn't have that whenever I was trying to do this via console. Well, I don't have it again. Alright, what about on the map? Well, it says go out here. The front door. Well, darn. So there's got to be something in here. And I think it's in the main part. Because if I go into another wing, it's telling me go back.
Ah, it's good to be back in Whiterun. What is it?
Okay, so there's supposed to be something in this room. That elf might know something.
If you're looking for the court wizard, I'm not him. Farengar is the one you want. If you wish to speak with him, you'll find him somewhere in the general direction of boredom.
Ha.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's this invention called wine that requires my immediate attention.
The memes. Wait, I have some questions.
All right, if you must. As the Nords say, make it quick. Brevity would be my favorite word if it didn't have 3 syllables.
Oh man,
Now,
she's
wine,
funny.
That's a good word. Short, sweet, intoxicating. People love wine almost as much as they love whining. I'm one of those people.
Tell me about bottles and wine.
Although some say the spiced wine in Solitude rivals any vintage the Third Era ever produced, I'd say those people have never been to the Isles. I apologize, were you saying something? My name is Elderwin. I've come to Whiterun for the Skyforge and for Farengar. I don't see that as a negative. My Nord friends often chide me for neglecting the rich history of Skyrim, as if I was ignorant of it. They say, you know, Elder, there's more to Skyrim than just alto and spiced wine. And I tell them, yes, I know all about your windmills and bards and 12 different words for coal. I only care about the wine.
This chick is hilarious. What else can you tell me about wine besides drinking it?
When it comes to examining wine, I'm still just a novice, although I have picked up the basics.
Such as?
Well, supposedly the color can tell you the wine's provenance, as well as the conditions it was developed in, serving as an indicator of how it will taste. Wine tasting is apparently all about discovery, yet I've discovered that I enjoy drinking wine more than I enjoy tasting it. So let the nobles sniff and swirl their goblets. I prefer to swallow my wine like a common rube.
You brute, a good vintage wine is wasted on your tongue? No. What about number 3?
Yes, but there's still that extra step between me and what I want. It seems almost redundant, too. Like washing your hands before taking a bath.
Yeah. Alright, why the Skyforge in Farengar?
Yorland allows me to use his magical forge to craft jewelry. I use the enchanting table at Dragon's Reach to raise their value. Then I turn them around and sell them to Farengar, and he always buys them. I've never met a man so obsessed with necklaces. He says their enchantments are valuable. I think he likes to wear them. Maybe tomorrow I'll enchant him a dress to go along with it.
Jeez. Where do you gather souls for enchanting?
Caves are the best place to find packs of wolves, or bears, sometimes even trolls. Unfortunately, by myself, they provide a bit of a challenge. There used to be 3 other mages in my faction, a motley bunch to be sure. A Khajiit, a Redguard, a Nord, and myself.
Why 4?
4 mages can be a formidable party, especially when their talents complement each other. As a result, I can afford to make mistakes. Mistakes like trading our last healing potion for a flask of wine.
Oh.
Not a problem when the Redguard was there to restore my wounds. Thankfully, the one talent I do have serves me well. It turns out most feral beasts in Skyrim are susceptible to fire.
Oh, wow. What happened to your companions?
Victim to the squalls of battle, I'm afraid. It matters not if you are a novice or an archmage. All it takes is a single misstep. The Khajiit was first. We all knew it'd be him. Then our numbers were 3. Next came the Redguard, then the Nord, and soon only I remained.
Tell me about the Khajiit.
The Khajiit, Razan, was what we call a scroll mage. Not an ounce of magical talent, but one who desperately wanted to cast spells.
Oh.
Where he got the scrolls, he never said. I thought he stole them, but he just as easily could have spent his share of the boon. It's not as if I ever saw him at the inn, or anywhere else for that matter. He was a paranoid cat as well, with a nose for things that didn't exist. always convinced there was a spy lurking around the corner. He should have been wary of his dealer. He purchased a bad batch of flame cloaks that ended up burning him alive.
Oh my gosh. What happened to the Red Guard?
Sarasa was brash and bold, and my kind of woman. Too brash for her own good, though. She wanted to trap grand souls instead of common ones. The most plentiful source of grand souls are mammoths. The most common place to find mammoths are giant camps. It was a short-sighted idea. We ended up wasting all our profits on magica potions, provided we even survived. Sarasa didn't. Giants are quite protective of their big furry cheese factories.
How did the Nord die?
Well, at that point it was just the two of us. Razan wasn't particularly missed, but Sarasa was our healer. Einar was a gallant Nord, if nothing else. We were exploring a cave to the northwest. A large, desolate space rumored to be inhabited by necromancers. We entered the main chamber, which was hollow, save for the long fangs of rock that jutted from the ceiling. It was in the shadow of these fangs that the spiders lived, and from there they descended. We stood back to back as they surrounded us, his hands shrouded in ice, mine cloaked in fire.
Okay. Wow.
Yes? Victim to the squall. The Khajiit was first. We all knew it. Well, at that point, it was just the two of us. Razan wasn't particularly missed, but Sarasa was our
Criminy, you're
hero.
tough to talk to.
Indeed. It was his soul trap that set them upon us. At one point, I couldn't distinguish the live ones from the corpses, so I burned them all. We had managed to clear the path to the exit, however, and were just about to escape when a spider the size of the moon dropped from the ceiling. At this point, Einar and I were both out of magicka, and we each had one stamina potion left. Of course, mine was technically a wine bottle. It was an old vintage from the wineries of the Isle that I was saving until death. Einar asked me if I wanted to trade. He said I wouldn't have much use for it, seeing as I was going to live a long, healthy life. That old romantic. He was sacrificing himself so I might escape. I could never say no to that man. He drank the wine, wiped his lips, and showed me his teeth one last time. They were stained and red, but I've never seen a smile so bright. Then he pulled out his dagger and drew the ugly beast's attention while I ran for the exit.
Oh man, that's kind of a neat story. Number 1.
Big as saber cats, but those aren't the scary ones. It's the little ones that make me cast my flame cloak. The ones that crawl up your robe.
How about previous questions?
Fine, fine.
Maybe number 4.
Really? No doubt from that knave Larkspur, telling everyone that I'm a battle cat under the sheets.
What?
The truth is, I don't even remember any of it.
Oh my gosh. Your life is a blur. What do you remember?
I just recall waking up naked and sneezing profusely because the sentimental fool left a lavender flower on my stomach.
Ugh. Number 4.
He does bathe, doesn't he? The goblet I drink from has been used by countless others, but it's still clean.
Oh boy, that's an approach to life that's not gonna turn out real well for you.
I don't really understand it myself. There should be more of me. It seems to me smithing and enchanting are two complementary skills. I can only assume it has to do with the stigma that comes with being a blacksmith. They say to wield a hammer, you must be as dull as an anvil and as strong as an ox, as if stupidity were a prerequisite for the craft. Although I have heard warriors talk of such things, they say the person who thinks too much on the battlefield lacks focus. In battle, having an empty mind certainly makes you more decisive, but the Forge is not something that requires you to act swiftly. But I do like the notion of intelligence being a weakness. There are far too many mages who thumb their noses at common folk, as if worth was defined by the size of one's skull. Alchemists invented wine, farmers harvest the grapes, and smiths provide the tools. So, to me, each is worth more than all the mages in Winterhold.
Alright, well...
Away with you.
That's an interesting character for sure. Those dialogue options were awesome, man. She has good stories. Let's speed this up. There's 11 minutes left. I'm going to pause you and I'm going to look this up online. Okay, well, I was pretty close. You got to pickpocket him or kill him in his sleep, basically. Or like kill him where no guards see you.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
My sneaking and pickpocketing skills are very low.
By smear, you won't leave here alive.
Okay, there, it just showed that he's a vampire.
This ends now.
I send you to your rest. How are you, Serana? What happened?
I'll be fine. But what about you?
Okay,
This
it
land
seems like that might
not what
have
I'm used
worked.
to, but I know it better each day.
Good. I'll be around if you need me.
Potentially, this video may actually be pretty short because I'm thinking of taking it into an editor and cutting a lot of this stuff out.
What is it that you need?
Hold on.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city. You have my attention?
Who are the prominent families? Okay. Return to Istron. Yeah, because okay, so I got the orders and then I killed the vampire. So that seemed to be, for anybody who's having trouble with this quest, this is my theory. Don't worry about getting caught pickpocketing. What you need is you need to get those orders so that he exposes himself as a vampire. So that means you can't just have him conjuring something. That only exposes him as a magician. He has to use blood magic. And whenever he exposes, when he uses a spell that actually exposes him as a vampire, as long as you haven't been aggressive and hit a guard yet, then I think that nullifies the law breaking that the guards see you, the law breaking status that the guards see from you gets nullified. They recognize the vampire as a threat, and you can kill the vampire as long as none of you or your companions accidentally hit a guard, and then you're good to go. I think that's how that works. So pickpocket, be very passive, just defensive, until he exposes himself as a vampire using a vampire spell. And then you should be able to kill him as long as you don't hit any innocents. And that'll complete the quest. The thing with me is that I have spell reflect on my armor, so I kind of wonder Anyway.
Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
Let me see if
You
he's got
already
more
know as
heavy
much as
armor.
I do.
Ah, good.
And that's a compliment.
Okay. I've destroyed the vampire.
Maybe now they'll afford the vampire threat a tad bit more respect. Eh. Watch your back.
Okay.
Divine smile on you, friend.
May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
How do you feel? Speak with Gunnar. He has something for you.
Okay.
This is fine for now, but we can't stay holed up here forever. I've discovered the whereabouts of a vampire lair. Destroying the head vampire is usually sufficient to scatter its minions, though it's best to destroy every last one of them. Good luck.
Alright, cool. Let's move over. I need to take a cure disease. Okay, that's what we'll be working on next. It's called Cleansing Light. We got to go to Mara's Eye Pond. Is that actually on the map? I don't see it, so I'll have to Google that. It does show that there's a open quest marker here. Let's just, here we go, follow this. I'll have to fast travel to someplace so I can get out from under the stairs. This is really pretty art. It's got, I guess, kind of an oil look to it. So it's animation, it's cartoony, but it's very realistic looking at the same time. I guess it must be how the light and shadow works. All right, this is us right here. So let's save it. I'm gonna have to do some things off screen like sleep. And maybe get rid of some stuff here. But that'll close out this episode. Again, I'm going to take this into an editor, so there may be a good chunk of this episode that's cut out and makes this video a lot shorter than normal.
I will make you suffer. That's the last of them.
Okay, press F5.
Men are strange. I think it has something to do
And there
with
we
the
go.
hair
All
on
right,
their
again, I'm
chins.
Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode where the story continues.